How is it going, my people? Happy weekend. Hope you are having a great one. Yeah, so quickly, let's do some recap about the analysis I did last week and the new market insights for this week. So, this GBP/USD trade I took here, I had this analysis from, if you watched my last YouTube video, you will see that last week the price was around this place or somewhere here, and we anticipated that on getting to this 61 fib level, we should be seeing a rejection, a buy rejection, and exactly what really happened. So if you want to understand this trade more, you should go to my last video and watch it, so you see how I got this zone. But yeah, price just gave me what I want, then I took the entry. You can see this is 2 hours bullish engulfing, and if you come to the 1 hour, you see a W pattern. So this was just very simple and a good risk to reward trade. Also, unfortunately, I took a loss on gold last week too. Yeah, due to wrong buyers. Actually thought that price would be rejecting from this supply zone, but there was too much buyers presence, and also I failed to identify that this wasn't a break of structure but an equal low. So yeah, that's that for last week. So let's move quickly into what we should be expecting this week. As you all know, we have to start from the higher time frame. I'm trying to make this video as short and as quick as possible, so just listen very carefully and stay tuned. So this is it. What we're doing right now, just identify the trend, the main buyers, the major buyers on the weekly time frame, and all you can see currently is that, let's say from this place, you can see that the market is on an uptrend, swing highs and swing lows. This was the last swing high. Then before this structure start forming, last week we identified this structure to be a range bound. Last week we identified this structure to be a range bound, and so all we can just see that GBP/USD is still on a bullish trend. We just have to go to the daily time frame to mark our zones. But don't forget, guys, we are still on a range bound at this zone. Very, very important. You take note of that. Let me clone this. So yeah, as you can see, the bounce, the market was able to break above this bar, this ash bar here. Then we saw the bounce to the upside, came down again, bounced, and saw the rejection from the daily time frame. Came down, tried to break the bar, the support level, but I think there was buyers present sitting at this fair value gap here, and the buyers took control and took the market upwards again. Tried to break, but there was still sellers at the resistance at the top there. After sweeping liquidity, then the market sold to this support again. Now currently, from the daily time frame, we are seeing buy pressures. We are seeing the market going to tap that resistance again for the 4th time. So yeah, that's what we saw last week, and we took advantage of the buy I just showed you guys. So let's see what we have for this week. Going down to the 4 hours. Going down to the 4 hours. You can see the bullish move. First of all, let's read the market structure and see what we have. This was the resistance. We saw a low, lower high, swing low, a lower high, a swing low, lower high, lower low, equal high, a lower low. Then you saw the correction pattern, the W pattern. Then the market tapped this resistance at this place. Then seller tried to take over, but there was enough buying pressure. We can see the rejection pattern, made another W pattern there, and broke the resistance finally. So we have to mark that place out. That should be our 4-hour zone, the blue bar. So what we can see now is current break of structure to the upside, confirming that we are on a bullish market right now. 4 hours bullish trend, daily we got bullish structure, weekly we are still on bullish structure. So the whole bias from the time frames are aligning. So that means we are on a good side. So what can we see next? We saw that market broke above that bar, tested it, turned the ceiling to the floor now. That's what we can see here. Below this place, it was testing this place and was unable to break it above. But with time, you can see the buyer's pressure. The buyers came in and broke the resistance, yes. Then turned it into support. That was last 2 weeks, yeah. I wanted to take a trade from there, but I missed the entry. So I missed this first buy. That gave us a clean break of structure. That first buy gave us a clean break of structure to the upside. Then we anticipated that the market will retest 61 fib level before buying to the upside, either from these two levels, 61 or 78 fib level. But eventually you can see it tested the 51 fib level zone, and you can see the market going to the upside. So what can we see here? Currently there's nothing to do on GBP/USD except waiting for a new break of structure. If I see a break of structure to this zone, well, honestly, you have to be very careful now on this GBP/USD price action currently, because you know that this resistance bar here, this ash bar, okay, hold on, let me change that bar to yellow bar. That yellow bar there is a strong daily zone. It's a very strong hold on guys, let me this yellow bar right here is a very strong zone. Now you can see that the market has rejected from that resistance zone 3 good times already. So we might likely get a 4th rejection from that zone to the downside. And as you can see, all these are liquidities for the market to sweep. So all we just have to do is wait. You have to be patient now. If we see a break above this last high that it created, then see a rejection to the downside, fib level rejection, then we could take a buy to this place one more time. And I think that should be the last buy before breaking out, or maybe before rejecting. So we just have to be patient. And I mean, you have to be patient. You have to just sit on your hands and wait. Let the market tell you what it wants to do. So all I can see now is probably the market breaking above, creating a new break of structure, creating a new high, then retesting the fib level one more time, because there's an FVG here and there are buying pressures here. So this is also a valid demand zone for price to test and go back up again. So I'm expecting something like this to happen from this zone. This should be my point of interest. blue bar then should be my point of interest, because there is the last demand zone. So let's see how the market will open this week. If the market opens very well, then we will know that okay, maybe the market might open with a gap to the upside and close, then we'll know that okay, we got a valid break of structure. But remember, before, to identify a valid break of structure, you must see a candle, the body of a candle close above this week before you determine a clear and valid break of structure. If you see just a week out, it's not a break of structure, so don't get deceived, please. Yeah. Let me change this back. I don't think I fuck with that. Yeah. So we should just be expecting a break to the upside, then a retest, take the market back. That should just be it. And this zone, you should watch out closely for this zone. This is a strong daily zone. We might probably see a break, but I don't advise you if you are getting an entry for here, I don't advise you extend your TP above this zone, because it will be very risky. We might see a consolidation here before the market will be able to break above. So it's wise that you just, if you see an entry from this zone after the break of structure, getting an entry for this zone, you should be leaving at least 1/3 at that resistance level. So that is that for GU. You just have to come to lower time frame and get that entry, maybe like the 1 hour time frame. But these days I like using the 2 hour candlestick confirmation because I feel it's more stronger. So yeah, from this zone you'll be having a good 1/4 trade. If the market will break above, that is the probability. So you have to wait. Just sit on your hands and wait. Let the market break above first of all, give a new break of structure. This was the last break of structure we had. So since this was the last break of structure, we'll be expecting a new break of structure. Except the market decides to pull down. But don't be deceived, even if it pulls down, since this was our major swing low, if the market doesn't break below this blue bar here, that means we are still on an uptrend. This whole bullish trend will only be invalidated if we see a bearish break to the downside like this, then we have a retest and continuation. But if the price stays above this zone, this last swing high, even though you see a retest, a deep retest to this place, just be expecting to take more buys, because yeah, it's still valid, it's still a valid uptrend. So that's that for GU. Let's move to gold quickly. Let's quickly move to gold. Gold, going to the weekly time frame quickly. So let's see what we have here. Already I can see a tweezers formation on the weekly time frame. This is a good tweezers candlestick. You can see the rejection and you can see the bars. This bar almost, let's say, engulfing this other red bar just a little bit. This is a valid tweezers top. Yes, this is the valid tweezers bottom, sorry. So going to the daily, this is where we mark our zones, our major level. And what we can see is that first of all, overall trend of GBP USD currently is, let's do it together. This was the last high. We got a dip to this place, low, higher low, and we got a lower low. If you go down to the 1 hour time daily time frame, you see that this is a valid break of structure. So we got this lower high and we are having a rejection from this place right now. We were supposed to be having a good lower low, but I think there's a zone here. There's a strong zone there. So when we get to the daily time frame, we'll figure that out. So coming down to the daily time frame where we mark our zones. Firstly, what I can see is the resistance zone there. Then let me clone this. Clone this. Okay. Can see the zones. Are the clear zones I can see right now. This is the zone that I've got the market rejecting. Also, there is a daily zone right here too. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is it. These are the major zones I can see right now in daily time frame. So going down to the 4 hours time frame, we'll see the chart clearly and refine our zones. So what can we see? Market pushing up. We saw a huge seller's rejection almost to this zone. Then buyers took over, tried to take the market above, but there was a supply zone there that held that feeling that the remaining orders, the SMC traders, y'all know what I'm talking about. So the market came to fill the remaining orders and sold aggressively. Now we are seeing buyers momentum to the upside. Let's go to the 4 hours time frame to see that clearly. Also, let's start from the zone, the recent zone right now. These are the recent price actions. So let's read this recent bullish move and see what's happening here. Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. We got a higher low, got a higher high, a higher low. I think this is an equal high, higher low, and finally the last break of structure that I can see right here. Then we saw sellers taking over. Buyers tried to bring it back, but there was a lot of selling pressure. Just came to fill in the gap and sold. Sellers took control. We have been seeing selling pressure. This was the last lower high. Okay, this was the lower high, lower low. I can see another lower high here before the last lower low. But quickly, we saw buyers taking over, breaking the last lower low structure, turning this to a change of character right now. Because if you see, zoom in very clearly. Hold on, let me redefine this zone properly. Yeah. Zoom in very clearly. You'll see that this was the last break of structure we had to the downside before the market took over and broke the last lower high. Now what can we see? We saw the market rejecting. I took a trade from this place. If you also watched my last video, you will see that. So we got the rejection from here, forming a double top, and the market came down to the support zone again. Then we saw a series of buying move. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. Okay, 4 bullish candles at the same time. I call those candles, well, it's widely known as 3 white soldiers, but I call them 3 white ninjas. Yeah, this is a bullish move. 1, 2, 3. You can see. So that was a mistake I made last week. I was supposed to take a buy trade from here, but I didn't see that clearly. Sometimes we make mistakes. Yeah, it's part of the game. So I took responsibility for that. So saw the market breaking above this range again, causing a break of structure. Mind you, this retest here, this wasn't a break of structure to the downside. This was a double bottom. So meaning this was an equal low, meaning our change of character was still very valid. Then we saw the market broke above again, giving us a break of structure to the upside. And also, if you feel this place is inferior and maybe you don't want to consider this as a valid break of structure, the market also broke the last major lower high that you can see. So yeah, we can consider this market on the bullish side right now. So what I just want to do is taking my with my FIB2, placing my FIB2 from the last lower high that caused the current break of structure, then to the last higher high. This is the higher low. This is the last higher low and the recent higher high. So yeah, what am I expecting? I'm expecting price to come down to these zones around this place. As soon as price gets around this blue bar, this is a 4 hours analysis and it's very strong, so I'll be taking advantage of this if price comes to my zone, if I see what I want to see. I need to take that off, I can see it already, but okay, hold on, let me just leave it to the video till I'm done with the video. So yeah, what I just want to see is from this zone, from this higher low to the recent higher high, just want to see a retest down to this zone. Then if I see the bullish pressure from this zone, I'll be buying gold. I'm likely to take my profit here, but if I see the buying pressure, I might extend my take profit to this daily resistance right there. So but there is a twist in this, in taking your TP to the FIB extension. I like doing that if I see price at my 78 FIB level. So yeah, I'll be looking very closely. If price doesn't come to my 78 FIB level, if it only retests the 61 FIB level, I'll be taking my profits at the 0.0 level, at the peak of the high. So this is what I'm expecting on SU. This is really what I'm expecting on gold. So as simple as that, guys. No much complications. Seeing that okay, the market is currently on a buy trend. Just have to find the next potential retest zone for the market to retest. So mind you, you don't just take your trade as soon as the market gets here. Wait for confirmations. You can wait for the 2 hours confirmation. That one is better and more stronger than the 1 hour. But if you see a pattern on the 1 hour, like I showed you on GU, saw a W pattern on the 1 hour and bullish on Gulf on the 2 hours. So you see these conferences put together shows you that yeah, there are bullish pressure coming in. So you have to be very patient at this zone and watch out very well. Enter when you see the bullish pressure coming in. So this should be our TP and our SL, and our SL should be nothing below, okay, let's say 40 pips to bag. Yeah, this is a good one, ratio 3, 40 pips for 140 pips. So this is what I'll be looking at for. And on GU, this is what I'll be looking at for. So as simple as that, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment to this channel. let's grow together. And also there is this platform TraderWave that I use for journaling my trade. It's automatic. You just log in your Profem account or your real life account to this platform, and it journals your trade for you, everything you do, your win rates, your losses, and everything entirely. There are also PIP calculator here. You can, go into the platform and observe it for yourself. I've been using it now for about a year or like closely 2 years, and it's been working very perfectly. So yeah, that was all for today. All right, I'll be doing um I'll be doing a recap about this trade too next week. Whatever the market does, I'll come on here to share with you guys. If I was able to take an entry from here, I'll let you know. But don't forget, you being a trader watching my video, look out for this zone. This should be a potential zone to make money from next week. So thank you guys.